Well, strict Supreme Court guidelines for Tamil Nadu's annual Pongal sport meant that only one life was lost. On the last day of Jallikattu season, the grand finale at Alanganallur in Madurai district ended with an ugly turn. A scuffle broke out between some participants and the policemen, after which the event was called out to a close. But several people have been injured despite the strict measures taken. In fact, just at Alanganallur today, 72 people were injured, 11 with serious injuries.
About 335 animals have been registered, and as per the Supreme Court direction and Animal Welfare Board instruction, all the instructions have been followed.
Well, that's the Madurai collector speaking, and we decided to feel the pulse of a cross-section of people. Here's their take on Jallikattu.
அந்த விலங்கினங்களை அவங்க துன்பப்படுத்துறாங்கன்னு சொல்றது முடியாது. ஏன்னா அந்த விலங்கினத்தை அவங்க வளர்க்கறது வந்து அவங்களுடைய வீட்டு குழந்தைகளை விட ஈடுபாடோடு வளர்க்கறாங்க.
I don't agree with it as Tamil culture because it's just cruelty to animals.
இது தொடர்ச்சியா நடக்கூடியது. மக்களுக்கு ஒரு வீரம் இருக்குது, இது காட்டுறதுக்கு ஒரு நல்ல இது.
I think it was a part of Tamil culture, but I guess as time moves on, people have to change. People are educated. They have to learn that harm towards animals is not good.
இது வந்து மக்களை துன்புறுத்துவதாக அமைகிறது. இது தேவையற்ற ஒரு விளையாட்டு என்பதுதான் என்னுடைய கருத்து.
மிருகங்களையும் துன்பப்படுத்திக்கிட்டு மனுஷனையும் துன்பப்படுத்திட்டு இது ரொம்ப ரெண்டு பேத்துக்குமே கஷ்டம். அதனால இது வந்து தேவையில்லாத ஒரு விஷயம் நான் நினைக்கிறேன்.
ஏன்னா நம்ம மயிலியா பிடிக்கிறோம், இல்லை ஒரு ஆடியா பிடிக்கிறோம். ஒன்லி ஜல்லிக்கட்டு மாடு இதுக்காகவே 10-100 பேர் சேர்த்து வச்சிருக்கா. அதில் ஒரு வருடத்தில் ஒரு புது திருநாளில், தமிழ் திருநாளில் இதை மாதிரி ஒரு சாகசம் செய்கிறது என்ன
Well, according to the guidelines of the Tamil Nadu Regulation of Jallikattu Act in 2009, the collector should be satisfied that the venue is suitable, and the area though which the bulls pass should have double barricades, and the bulls should not be intoxicated or suffer from any kind of disease, and the organizers should deposit a fee of rupees 2 lakh, and the whole event should be videographed. Well, the Supreme Court has also specified that the event must be restricted to 2 months. Well, is Jallikattu a part of our culture or is it just plain cruelty? Chinni Krishna and Dr. Joe Arun joined our executive editor Sanjay Pinto in the ring.
You sprinkle chili powder on the eyes. In fact, a newspaper has got pictures of chili powder being sprinkled on the eyes of a bull. You give the bull liquor, perhaps even sometimes even performance enhancing drugs, provoke the bull to such an extent, a poor confused animal, and then 20 drunk men pounce on the bull and call that valor?
I am against this violence. I am against this violence because these are extreme measures people take. But I am for the sport where all these are removed from the scene.
Chinni Krishna, easier said than done, but of course Dr. Joe Arun and in fact many people who support Jallikattu, including the government in its affidavits throughout the different tiers of judicial wisdom, right from the High Court and they went even to the Supreme Court with an SLP, have said that this sport enjoys iconic status in Tamil Nadu, is part of Tamil culture, and it's about 4,000 years old and should be preserved. At a time when we are talking about losing our cultural moorings.
I don't think it's 4,000 years old to start with. And the government are supporting it because there's a massive vote bank in certain parts of the state. It was in Madurai itself that Justice Bhanumati ruled it illegal because of extreme cruelty.
But Dr. Joe Arun says that you can regulate it to that extent and you don't have to really ban it.
Can you regulate murder and make it more gentle? No, you can't.
People are dying. Even this time one man died. Over the last 20 years, further 200 people died.
Sanjay, you are only seeing what media selections gives you.
Not what media selects.
The way that the bullfighters deal with the bulls, very different.
72 people today in Alanganallur are injured, 11 with serious injuries.
If you are going by violence, I will tell you, there are so many dowry deaths, there are so many farmers die, there are so many pets in the houses tortured and cruel. Things happening.
All right, I mean, he's extending that argument. He probably even talk about the dog shows where there's cruelty to animals, about docking of the tails of Doberman dogs and all that. But how do you respond to that? He says there's violence everywhere.
2 wrongs and 3 wrongs and 4 wrongs don't make a right. We have to tackle each one on its own. We have to try and right every wrong. But that doesn't mean that we have to allow Jallikattu to continue because it takes 8 months of training. There are so many things that take 8 months of training, which may, if they want an adrenaline rush, let them go and do bungee jumping or jump off a cliff or something. Why do they have to take a bull which is already domesticated, make it wild and fierce by artificial means, and then pretend that they are taming it?
No, it's not a barbaric.
Shri Krishna is not barbaric.
It's not barbaric.
Why do you call it barbaric? He's saying it's a sport of valor, it's a question of tradition. People say that it's a black Pongal if they don't celebrate Jallikattu, which is why even the government, as you said, it's a vote bank, which is why the governments are actually pandering to the desires of the local people there.
That doesn't necessarily make it right. I mean, when the Supreme Court...
He says it's not barbaric, he said it's a traditional sport.
The Supreme Court themselves banned it, and then they have allowed it to happen under certain conditions. Every condition has been flouted. No collector has given us 30 days notice.
Then regulate it.
No collector has given us 30 days. The collectors haven't given us 30 days notice in spite of writing to them. Now, who are we going to regulate? Now, 12 policemen today were injured. You know why? Because they stopped 20 drunken louts from going into the ring. And those drunken louts were a little worse than the people we saw already jumping on the bulls. It's a terrible sport. I mean, those who have seen it can testify that it's a terrible, barbaric, cruel sport.
Well, do the oppressed communities, do they need jobs, education, or do they need a bull to fight?
See, we need education, we need jobs. This is part of the whole spectrum of life. It is a single small part. In a year, there is one day.
Shri Krishna, are we overreacting to this?
No, we are not overreacting. As a matter of fact, we are not reacting at all. That's the sad part.
Can't they show their valor there? What valor are we talking about?
Only there are other ways of showing it. This is a way.
We're having bravery awards now. Shortly, we'll have children getting bravery awards for saving other people's lives. Here we want people to show their valor by fighting with an unarmed bull, which is given liquor and all kinds of things are done to make it aggressive.
Sanjay, there are many ways. There is a way. This is a way which has been preserved for the last 4,000 years, and now it has taken a different forms. And now today you are asking about the violence in it. Reform it.
Before we wrap, let me ask you, are you game? Will you go and tame a bull?
If I am trained, I will go.
You will go. You will fight with the bull there.
It is a therapeutic. It is a very cultural. You have to be with the people in Alanganallur. Look at their lives.
You see Father Joe Arun as a potential bull tamer.
Yes, of course,
no
problem.
Well, he may be a potential bull tamer, but all I can say is, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do.
Well, that's all from me at the moment. Thanks so much for watching the Late Night News. Good night.